Errol, the big fish, Mr. Man Down, is strap season Spence. He responds to the claims of him being knocked out or rocked by Floyd Mayweather in sparring. He says it's cap. Blessed love and blessed day, oh boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fight nation. It's Coach Fire and this is real life boxing. Before we get into the video, best double jab, straight down the pipe with the left hook behind it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when all new content is being uploaded on the channel of Real Life Boxing. Put the left hook behind it and share the video, please and thank you. I did a video yesterday on the interview that was released yesterday by Big Nate Jones, the longtime esteemed co-trainer of Floyd Mayweather, the guy who used to wear Floyd's body shield, the guy who said that he won $800 on Devin Haney over Tank Davis in sparring. Well, he had another claim yesterday that Floyd Mayweather rocked Errol Spence Jr. in sparring. Said he jumped up on the rope and said, "Oh, Errol, you was knocked out. You was knocked out." I got a lot of comments on that video. A lot of people getting mad at me for reporting the news when I didn't even give my opinion on it. I just literally went over the interview that Nate Jones gave. And today Errol Spence comes out, or this was actually yesterday, and Errol Spence tags at Leonard Ellaby, at J. Leon Love, at Louis Cuba Edrius, Boza Edwards, Seshu Powell, countless other boxers and coaches was in the gym. I try not to speak on sparring, but great work, hell of an experience, never buckled, he capped, LOL. That's what he says about Nate Jones. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, you know, what happens in sparring happens in sparring, stays in sparring. And this is why we don't we don't promote sparring. Like, sparring is not what we come to the sport for. We come to the sport to see the fights on TV, well, to see the main fights, the main competition fights, not sparring. But for some reason, you know, nowadays people love to talk about sparring. You know what I'm saying? There was sparring leaked with Devin Haney and Hector Garcia after Devin said he kicked Hector out of his camp, and all sorts of shit. Footage was leaked. So, you know, for some reason nowadays, you know, a lot of sparring gets talked about, what happened in sparring, this happened in sparring. For a long time, we have been hearing that Errol Spence gave Floyd Mayweather a black eye in sparring. Now, I don't remember hearing any interviews with Errol Spence necessarily talking about what happened. Obviously, they probably gave him a bag. PBC probably gave him a bag and told him to keep it quiet. And if there was anything on Floyd's side, like Floyd, you know, rocking Errol Spence, that was probably to be kept quiet as well, being that they were building Errol Spence. So businesses, Errol Spence works over Floyd in sparring, and that's pretty much the story that we've always heard. We've never heard a story come out with Floyd rocking Errol Spence. Now, does that mean that it didn't happen? Not necessarily. Maybe they just wanted to keep it under wraps because Errol Spence was the fighter that they were building. Now, do I believe that it happened? And I'm gonna say this, and I've said this again in other videos where I've spoken about sparring. I've been in boxing long enough. I've been in the gym on a daily basis. I see a lot of sparring, not just inside of my gym. You know, outside guys come in, we go places. I've just seen a lot of sparring, and I know sparring lingos. I know sparring behavior. So I know that when someone says they were rocked or knocked out in sparring, I know that they weren't necessarily knocked out. It could be over exaggerated. You know what I'm saying? So I know when someone says they stopped someone in sparring, I know what a stoppage in sparring means. A stoppage in sparring doesn't necessarily, now I'm saying when you're hearing it come from the person, let's say this person say they stopped this person. Let's say Floyd said he stopped Errol Spence, and this would be Errol Spence coming into the gym and them agreeing to do 6 rounds. Let's say they agreed to do 6 rounds. Both coaches agreed to do 6 rounds. But at the end of the 4th round, Errol Spence's trainer says to Floyd Mayweather trainer, that's good. We got enough work for today. We got all we need. That would be considered Floyd Mayweather stopping Errol Spence in sparring. Now, I'm not saying, I'm just using those 2 names as an example, but I'm telling you what sparring lingo sounds like. So Floyd may have hit Errol Spence with a good shot, and maybe his legs did something. Now, we can't act like we've never seen Errol Spence's legs do something when he got hit. We've seen his legs do something in the Yordenis Ugas fight. We've seen his legs do something in the Danny Garcia fight. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just act like we've never seen Errol Spence's legs do something when he was hit by a shot. Now, we also can't say that we've never seen Floyd with a black eye, because Deji gave Floyd a black eye a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? But Floyd was also in some tough fights as well. You know what I'm saying? And Nate Jones also says in that same interview where he says that Floyd rocked Errol Spence, he still says over and over and over that Errol Spence was great work for Floyd Mayweather, and was probably Floyd Mayweather's greatest and toughest sparring partner that he's ever had. Nate Jones made sure to say that. So when people ask me, do I think he's capped? Not necessarily, but Errol Spence is supposed to say that he's capped. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe to Errol Spence he didn't get wobbled. You know what I'm saying? Maybe to Errol Spence he wasn't hurt. Now, fighters do get rocked and do get hurt without necessarily realizing that they were hurt. You know what I'm saying? We see it all the time. We would be watching boxing, see a fighter get wobbled, and then the fighter in the post-fight interview or whatever say that he was never hurt. So, from both sides of the spectrum, it's sparring, and this is why, what happens in sparring stays in sparring. I do believe that Errol Spence was more than likely Floyd's toughest work that he ever got in sparring, and I do believe that Floyd could have hit Errol with some shit and possibly buckled it, made his legs do a thing. Doesn't mean he was hurt, doesn't mean he was knocked out. But Errol Spence responds and says he's capped. But that's Errol Spence's response for everything. He's capped. Errol Spence said he watches the fights on the Fire Sticks at home, and then turned around and said that he didn't have a Fire Stick. So that's cap. You know what I'm saying? He also said that he was going to split the block on Bud Crawford, and he hasn't done it yet. So that's cap. You know what I'm saying? So let's don't act like Errol Spence don't be throwing out a little bit of cap himself. You know what I'm saying? This is all for laughs. Errol Spence is my guy. But you guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section, man. Errol Spence responding to his to the claims of him being wobbled or knocked out or rattled, whatever you want to call it, with a shot that came up the middle that would be considered an uppercut. Don't get in my comment section going crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's all sparring that none of us have seen the footage on. I mean, an interview came out with Nate Jones that I reported on, and now Errol Spence threw out his tweet, and I'm reporting on that. So y'all don't go crazy on me in the comment section, but let me know what y'all think about it. You know what I'm saying? Always open to hear, into conversate with you guys on what you guys think about the matter. But like I said, I've been around enough boxing where I know sparring terms and sparring linguals and what they really are in consideration to what is being said. You know what I'm saying? I told you what a stoppage in sparring consists of, or what a KO in sparring consists of. You know what I'm saying? But you guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Super thanks is live underneath the video. Donate to the channel, help support the channel, help the channel grow. I am trying to make this my full gig along with boxing training, along with training fighters. So you guys donate to the channel via the Cash App, via the Venmo. It's all in the description underneath the channel. Like the video, comment on the video, share the video. That stuff is free, and you can send coach a little bag to get this work. You know what I'm saying? Until then, you guys keep fighting your fight. Protect yourself at all times. Peace and one love. It's Coach Fire, and this is Real Life Boxing.